Well, it was interesting. I thought he did better in the Q&A than the speech, to be frank, Kieran. I felt like he was pushing the case for one wordy politician to replace another with a long-winded speech with not a lot of detail. But in terms of China, his answer was interesting. Sounds like he wants to be more conciliatory, whereas the coalition see this as a political advantage they have over Labor.
Mr Albanese, as you know, it's been a rocky a few years, to say the least, when it comes to relations with China. If you win government, do you believe there can be a reset in relations with Beijing? And what would be the first thing you would do in office? Would you send the Foreign Minister to Beijing, for example?
Well, I think the starting point is that whoever's in government, it will be a difficult relationship. It will be difficult because the posture of China has changed. It is China that has changed, not Australia that has changed. And that needs to be acknowledged, and we need to adjust accordingly. China's more forward-leaning in the region, and that requires an adjustment in our approach. So I don't blame the government, and never have, for the current circumstances. One of the things that I would hope for, though, is that you can have an Australian policy that would be exactly the same on the Uyghurs, on Hong Kong, on Taiwan, on the South China Sea, on human rights, but still have an economic relationship that the Howard government had and that is important in the region. The rise of China is a fact of our times, and China deserves a great deal of credit for lifting hundreds of millions of people out of poverty. They have achieved that. It's a great economic achievement, the like of which we haven't seen ever in human